Hi all, today's topic is the essay of Studies by Francis Bacon. Of Studies is the first essay of the first collection of Bacon's essays published in 1597. It is a masterpiece of brevity and terseness. Every sentence of the essay is filled with meaning and is capable of expanding into several sentences. Bacon begins the essay by classifying the uses of studies under three heads: for delight, for ornament, and for ability. Bacon points out that studies are a source of pleasure. The ornamental value of study enables a man to become a good conversationalist. Further, studies helps a man in judgment by giving him wider horizons. Men of vast learning can marshal affairs more cleverly than an ordinary person. According to him, studies develop and perfect a man's natural abilities, and they are enriched by practical experience. Bacon says that natural abilities should be improved and developed by studies just like natural plants are pruned and properly looked after by the gardener. Also, experience is essential for adding the values of studies because studies by themselves provide guidance which is too vague and abstract. He then speaks of three different types of people with different attitudes to studies. Crafty men condemn studies, simple men admire them, and wise men use them. Means, studies do not favor men who are cunning. Simple men admire them, but wise men use them for practical purpose. Bacon says the use of knowledge can be learned from experience, and it lies outside books and is higher than what the books provide. According to Bacon, we should not read to contradict and confute, to believe or to find, but only to weigh and consider. Bacon points out three kinds of books. Some books are to be tasted, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. Means, some books to be read in parts only, some to be read quickly and curiously, some books to be read with utmost attention. He further says some books to be read by deputy, but this is possible only in the meaner sort of books and in less important arguments. A man should not be satisfied by reading the summary of a book. It is tasteless and flashy like common distilled waters. According to Bacon, reading maketh a full man, conference a ready man, and writing an exact man. Reading develops the whole personality of a man. Conversation or discourse make a man quick and ready in his argument. Writing gives him the ability to express himself with the exact attitude. According to him, our studies pass into our character. Bacon concludes his essay by pointing out the role of studies in a man's life and law. If a man's mind wanders all the time without concentrating upon the subject matter, the study of mathematics will help him. Reading of history increases a man's wisdom, and poetry increases the imaginative power. If a man cannot make fine distinctions in reasoning, he should study the works of medieval philosophers who were skilled in logical argument. Bacon calls them schoolmen. If a man is not able to provide apt illustration for a point he is trying to make, then he should study lawyers' cases. Thus, each and every defect of the mind has a special remedy. These are the main points mentioned in the essay. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.